Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Truly Your VA with Janis. My name is Janis, the host of the Morning Brief. Today, it's all in the mindset, as it should be every day. And just to let everyone know, I am broadcasting live through the Wisdom audio app as well. And I welcome listeners and viewers through Facebook to come and join me. So today's topic of conversation again, mindset. Obviously, mindset is a huge umbrella. How we start our day really sets the tone for our mindset. Right now I'm reading a book by, and I may have mentioned this before, I'm sure that I have. I'm reading a book by Robin Sharma called The 5 a.m. Club. And I'm actually just starting chapter 15, and he talks about the 5 a.m. Club is mentored on the 10 tactics of lifelong genius. I can't wait to dive into that. But so far in this book and in different types of mindset books, personal development books that I have read, there's been one common thing that I definitely can pick out. It's how we start our day, each and every day, that matters. I typically start my day. I am an early riser, get my exercise in. I actually have to do my second workout, which I'll probably do right after this broadcast, and do some reading and journaling. That works for me. What works for you? And I would love to have this topic of conversation. We have a few listeners on the Wisdom app right now, and I invite you to come up and let's share what mindset means to you and how that applies to your everyday life. My name is Janis, the host of the Morning Brief, and I am also the host of 3 podcasts. Truly Your VA with Janis, of course. I am simulcasting live on my Facebook page right now, co-host of 2 Sisters, and also my newest podcast, Stories That Inspire Us. Today's subject, mindset. Mindset is one of those unmentioned muscle movements, if you will. Sometimes we need to go through that process of training ourselves. You just don't wake up and say, today I'm going to have the perfect mindset. However, how we start our day is very typical of our routines. So for instance, if you wake up in the morning and you say, I'm going to have a bad day, well, guess what? You'll probably have a bad day. Now, I am not an expert in the mindset field, but I am an expert in my own mindset. And that's what I love about these types of platforms, where we can share what we are passionate about in such a way that honors our journey, where we could share and bring others in for the conversation to add value and to add purpose. So what is your purpose with mindset? Perhaps it's a goal that you want to reach for your business. Perhaps it's a personal goal. Those are so very important. And each day, what are you doing for yourself to perhaps sharpen your mindset skills? It's often those times where we feel perhaps a little, so much going on in the world today, right? The news isn't that great. And a lot of times that kind of pulls us away from maybe that positive mood that we're in. So I would love to have that conversation. And I welcome everyone who is listening live on the Wisdom app. I would love to invite you up here to discuss mindset. How do you go about having a positive mindset? How do you apply that with your everyday life? Perhaps you have a favorite book that has inspired you that you go back to often. As I mentioned, I'm currently reading The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. And I'm also looking for, I'm one of those book nerds. I love to read and looking for some other books to read. So I'd be curious to have that conversation as well. What books are you reading? What was maybe your favorite mindset or personal development book that you've read that has helped you not only in your personal life, but your business life? How does it apply to your everyday life? My name is Janis, the host of the Morning Brief, and it really is all in the mindset each and every day. And what a day it is going to be. Excuse me, an update on a few things. I have some amazing meetings today with my new podcast, Stories That Inspire Us, the author series. And oh my gosh, the guests that are going to be on this series podcast is going to be amazing. I've already received a few books from my guests that I've had my pre-podcast chat with. Are there any podcasters on here today that are currently listening through the Wisdom app? Would love to have that conversation with you. I just think that podcasting, I obviously love to podcast. I'm always talking about it, and somehow or another, I wind it into the topic of conversation. And it really is about the mindset and coming up, for instance, with this new series on the Stories podcast. I obviously love to read. I'm a published author myself. And again, another gateway or another platform where people can share their stories to inspire others. And I just think that that is so phenomenal. And I know that I mentioned this before too. This past Saturday, I had on the amazing Daisy Page, who is an author and just wrote a book called Unexpected Moments, the foreword, which was written by Kirk Cameron. And Daisy has a terminal illness called MSA. And this is just so amazing to me. Suffering a terminal illness, yet it is her lifelong desire to share her story in the hopes of inspiring others. And as I was sitting down today, trying to think of a couple topics that I wanted to chat about, Daisy obviously has been coming up in my thoughts nonstop. I wish there were more Daisies in the world. And although her time, in her words, is limited, she knows that, she's accepted that. She really does have a heart of gold. How does one go through each day knowing that her mindset is in her faith with God? And whether you're spiritual or religious, that is the kind of bulletproof mindset that I still work on each and every day. Yet she has it, and I am humbled and so grateful to have met this woman. Stories That Inspire Us, the podcast with Daisy Page. Go check it out. It's really, it was a tearjerker for me toward the end. I held it in somewhat, and I did broadcast through the Wisdom app. So you'll be able to look down and see the podcast. And wow, I wish there were more daisies in the world. So in any event, today is the morning brief. It's all in the mindset. My name is Janis, your host, and welcome to my listeners on the Wisdom app. I invite you to come up and chat with me. How does mindset weave into your day? How do you set yourself up for success? Is there purpose? Of course, there's purpose. We all have purpose, and that's why we're here, to share what we're passionate about, whether it's through a painful thing that we went through, whether we were laid off and started our own online business, which was something that happened to me back in 2019, as I was starting to get my online business, health coaching business, up and running, and then lost my job, which of course accelerated my starting an online business, which totally went haywire when the pandemic happened, and life goes on and things change in dramatic ways that we've never expected. And then, of course, another redirection, of course, last year with my son's accident. And it still amazes me how life works in mysterious ways. Sometimes we don't see those blessings through the midst of the heartache. And sometimes the mindset gets crushed in the process. But I want you to know that you can come out on the other side and share your passion, even though there's pain behind it, with purpose and intent of helping others, because it really is all in the mindset. I want to welcome my listeners on the Wisdom app. I see some familiar names on here. Thank you so much for being here. And I invite you to come up and share your thoughts on mindset. How do you apply it to your day? I'll give it just another minute or so. Would love to have that chat with you. And if you have any questions about any of my podcasts, any of my services, please feel free to send me a message through the back channel. I do offer free consultations for my VA business as well as my podcast VA services. So don't hesitate to reach out. Would be happy to send you that link. This is the morning brief. How are you all doing this morning? I'm in the Northeast, and we are going through, it's actually cooler today, a little cloudy, went through quite the heat wave. We're still at a deficit with the water, and hoping for more rain. Of course, sending out my well wishes to everyone. I believe it was in Kentucky where they're having all those floods and so many lives lost. So this is the morning brief. I'm so excited to be with you here all today. And I want to share with you too, obviously, some amazing things coming up. What are some amazing things coming up for you? Would love to hear from you and invite you to come up on the stage. My name is Janis, the host of the Morning Brief. And I just want to double check one thing before I sign off. I want to thank you all for being here today, for listening in, for tapping into. Hopefully I shared some wisdom along the way, maybe something that you can use in your own life. Let me know. I would love to hear from you. Perhaps there's a different topic that you would love me to chat about. Send me a message through the back channel. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Janis, the host of the Morning Brief. Today, it's all in the mindset. You have the possibility to create mindset in ways that maybe You never imagine. Who knows where that's going to take you? My name is Janis, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Not sure what time I'll be on, but I will just pop in at some moment, and I just may come back in the afternoon. A little surprise there. Maybe more to chat about mindset. Thank you all. Bye for now. Hey, Facebook, thank you so much for being here today. I always love sharing what I am passionate about. Today and every day, it's all in the mindset. Thank you so much, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.